G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So today we're looking at Team Go Rocket Bosses, and I'm going to do the 1500 CP challenge. So see if I can beat them with Pokemon that are below 1500 CP. Pretty self-explanatory. So I do lots of content on PvP. So if you want to check some of that out, I'll link to Season 6 Great League now so you can check out those. But this is sort of remotely... vaguely similar, because I'll be using mostly my PvP Pokemon, my Great League PvP Pokemon to do it. So we'll jump in. So we've got Arlo, Cliff and Sierra there, and we'll see how we go. So one of the big things I would say is don't search like I am. It takes an absolute age. Put in the search bar, 1000 dash 1500, and that'll show you Pokemon between those CP ranges rather than looking for 1500 CP and going below that, because as you can see, when you've got like 4,000, almost 4,000 Pokemon, it's a massive pain to find that. But in doing so, you'll be able to see a few of my Pokemon there if you are quick enough. So one of the big things I would say is when you're doing this is possibly jump in with, you're always going to know what their number one Pokemon is, but they can have a few different versions, a few different types for their second and third. So maybe jump in with a full team, have a half a run through, see what you come across, and then you can set your team accordingly. The other thing I would say is pick Pokemon that you're, relatively familiar with. I guess it doesn't really matter in this, but pick Pokemon that you're relatively familiar with, and also never start with the Pokemon you want to battle. So as you can see, Wigglytuff there, I instantly want to swap that out into my Diggersby, and the reason to instantly swap that out is because, as you can see, when you swap a Pokemon, they will freeze for 2, sometimes 3 quick moves, depending on how fast your quick move is. But you'll get 2 or 3 quick moves in for free without them doing damage to you. And the same thing will happen after you do an attack. So as you can see here, again, I'm going to throw the Fire Punch here. They're going to shield it up, so there's no point throwing anything big. But as you can see, once this stops, I can throw 2, 3 quick moves before they throw one fast move themselves, and the same thing for when they throw a move. They will then be stationary for 2 or 3 moves. There's the Flamethrower, shielded that up, and then let's see, so they're freezing for a little bit, so I want to throw a few fast moves and then throw the Earthquake. And the reason for that is I might as well get a little bit of extra damage and take it out. So we've got Sierra and Cliff also starting now, but when they swap in a Pokemon, again, it will do the same thing. So the only time it doesn't is, as you can see, from the start, they will start attacking instantly, but instantly want to swap those Pokemon out so they have that 2 or 3 move freeze before they start attacking. As you can see on the left there with Arlo, I've got the Fire Punch going again, and it is super effective, but it doesn't really do much damage, and I am able to do a few more Mud Shots before it charges me down. So, like I said, you want to be... it will freeze after you throw a charge move, or they throw a charge move, or you switch Pokemon, or they switch Pokemon. So obviously they're only going to switch when they faint. So what I would advise here is pick Pokemon. As you can see, all of my Pokemon have pretty spammy charge moves, apart from Meganium's Frenzy Plant charges pretty quickly, not as quickly as some of the others. So for this one, pick Pokemon that have really spammy charge moves, because even if they're only sort of neutral damage, it will freeze them for a couple of seconds, and getting that extra attack in will always help. And as you can see there on the Shiftry, you want to not necessarily, if you've got back-to-back charge moves stored, you don't necessarily want to throw them, so they're one charge move over, and then I will throw my Leaf Blade. So when I get that one fast move over, so then possibly, if I'm lucky, I can get to another Leaf Blade before they KO me, and as you can see, I managed to get there. So make sure you utilize that little freeze as much as possible. Pick Pokemon that have very spammy moves, because you want to freeze their Pokemon when you're throwing your charge moves. And as you can see, let's go back to the left hand side there. and see what we want. So throwing the rock slide, I've got another one saved, but I'm not going to instantly throw that. I'm going to get a couple of extra charge moves in. It gets one attack through, and then I throw my next charge move. And the reason for that is more, so the mud shots are going to do absolutely nothing to Salamence there. But if I can charge up extra energy to throw more rock slides, that is what I want to do. So keep that in mind. Pick Pokemon with really spammy charge moves because it will freeze them for a little bit. Don't be afraid to swap Pokemon out. The quicker you can, well, the more you can swap them out, it'll again freeze them for a few seconds. And you're in a good position. So as you can see there, able to take those well, there's Arlo done, game 1 done. We've got Houndoom on the other side about to go down, and then out comes my Medicham in the middle with the power up punch because it just charges so quickly, and we'll be able to freeze them a lot. Also means that I can do more damage with my counters there. So there's number 2 gone. And we've got Growlithe, not shiny. So always got to do those shiny shadow checks. Everybody's looking for those shiny shadows. So I've recently posted up a video where I did manage to get one, which is happy days. So always good to get the shiny shadow. Absolutely love flexing that thing in gyms. It's in one right now. Let's see what the stats are like. Growlithe, not great. Drowsy, no shadow. Omanyte, oh, no shadow. No shiny for Drowsy, no shiny for Omanyte, but we will hopefully get there in the end. So that's beating all 3 of the current raid Rocket bosses with Pokemon under 1500 CP. So actually, it is very doable. If you've got some Pokemon that you throw into the Great League, very likely that you'll be able to use those Pokemon, or a subset of which, to really make a solid backbone to take out those teams. So a couple there that I did use quite a lot. So Diggersby I used, Galarian Stunfisk I used, and then we've got water, we've got fighting types, all good. So hopefully that's useful for someone. Remember those few little tricks about getting those extra fast moves through when swapping Pokemon, when throwing charge moves, and stuff like that. So hopefully useful for someone. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.